right, we are started. So yeah, this is one of the cool things about Twitch is that when you're live streaming, you start the stream before you actually start, because it gives people a chance. It's kind of like you do a lot of stage shows, right? So I imagine there's like time that there's like an overture and things like that in certain productions, and I imagine like it's useful to have like that little like extra warm up time for people to find their seats and what have you. I mean,
totally. It's like after intermission when they kind of flicker the lights so people know they should stop talking and find their seats. Yeah. And as you're waiting people to catch it as it goes live on your page, if anyone has to refresh the page, we're just really trying to make everyone feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And then the best thing is our regulars find us, like our friend Rothgar Aurora, who's in the chat. What's up, Rothgar? Good friend of mine. Welcome. Nice to see you. This is we're all really excited about having you here, Danielle. Like, this is really a fun time, and I would tell you, your music is very much in vogue with like what we do on Twitch too. Like, people on Twitch also love to do, like, there are uke players on Twitch. There are some cozy guitar streamers on Twitch, and it's all kind of like just vibing with what you do too. So it's great to see.
That's great. I know I have never started a Twitch page or done much live streaming, but I feel like I would like it because, like you said, it's just great to have conversations and have fun and meet people and sort of share your brain with people. I'm into that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's actually one of the thrills of all of us who stream on Twitch. It's really like a lot of that going on. And happy Tuesday to you, Rothgar. That's great to see you again. Nice cozy stream ahead, folks. This will be a really fun conversation, you all. And let me just share a little bit. Well, actually, we'll do that after we do this start this thing officially. But yeah, good times. Yeah, but you're right, Daniel. Like, it's really cool to see all the different things that people do with their channel to make it their own. And you do very similar things like on your YouTube and elsewhere. Like, in fact, I had a friend of Windows to Sky, give me a shout out to Windows to Sky, who's a streamer on Twitch, and they said that they got a CD from you and the packaging was really clever, and that was really cool.
Yeah, was it a felt CD, hand-sewn felt CD?
I think so. I think I heard paper wrapping of some sort, something like that.
I've done a couple different ones. My first CD was hand-sewn in a felt, but with a little button, and they all looked a little different. And then I have an album called Terrible Dinner Guest, which I like packaged with sort of like a doily and little fake silverware. So that might be one of the things. Okay. And I have one that kind of looks like a lunch bag, like the brown paper craft.
That's amazing.
So who knows which brilliant idea your friend was referencing, but I've done, now that I think about it, quite a few things.
Okay. That's great. Well, let's go ahead and get this started, everybody. Thank you again for hanging out. Oh my goodness. We'll start the music as we do on a talk show like this. Hey, what's going on? Charlie the Goddess 1123. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. I'm Davey. This is The Sandwich Show, our weekly interview series where we get to know other content creators throughout the world. And tonight's guest is a great one. We are really excited to get to know someone who plays the ukulele, travels all over the land, and is doing a lot of really fun things IRL and also on Patreon and on YouTube. It's really, really great to introduce our latest guest in the series. Let's say hello to Danielle Ate the Sandwich. Hello, welcome to our show.
Woo! Hey everybody, nice to see you, Davey, and nice to see all of you, the people of Earth.
Well, yeah, and we reciprocate that. It's so nice for all of our people of Earth to see you too. I mean, welcome in. Nice to have you here. I do want to thank some people before we start. First, the people who introduced me to your work. A couple of people at a channel called John Plays Music, and I do need to give a shout out to John Plays Music because he is a musician, singer-songwriter, guitarist based in Nashville, Tennessee. And it was on his channel I learned about your work. And a friend of his, Rodster Mod, said, wouldn't it be cool if Davey's Eating a Sandwich interviewed Danielle Ate the Sandwich? And I was like, yes. And then I went over to your page over on YouTube and Instagram, and it's been a really fun journey following your work in the last couple of years. And quite a wealth of work, I should say. You've been at it for 15 years, like doing original music, 7 albums released, and many, many different things along the way. I mean, you have an awesome Patreon page, your annual 24-hour project. There's so many things we can get into tonight. But, you know, It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And yeah, I'm glad to show you some of the aspects of live stream, which I understand you have not done yet. But never. I always feel like the door is open for anyone that wants to try it.
Yeah, it's exciting to be here, and thank you for getting so many of my stats right and making me sound impressive. I did get my start on YouTube before like live streaming was even really a thing. So I was releasing videos there kind of before I was even like brave enough to get on stage. That was still kind of scary to me. So I got a lot of my performance chops by making the first videos and publishing original songs online. That's where I kind of got started with all this, and then from that discovered that I love performance. I love putting myself on the internet. I love looking at myself back, and I have my Zoom screen on, so there's two of me and they're mirrored, and it's just I'm in heaven. But I have had a great life and career, yeah, making original music and touring and playing for people and teaching people about music and songwriting, and so life is good. And it's so fitting that we're here, and both of our names have sandwiches, and sandwiches are so lovely and wonderful.
Oh, they very much are. And I know that one of our traditions here on the program is the sandwich of the week segment. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But as we talk about that, a great segue. I've always wondered what the etymology of your name was. Is there a good origin story behind it?
I love the etymology. Just to be completely honest, there is not a great origin story. I really like spaghetti and pizza and hot dogs and corn dogs and sandwiches. And so I was thinking of a band name for myself. I wanted to keep my first name, but maybe change my last name. My given legal name is Danielle Anderson, and I didn't feel like it had that showbiz ring. So I was like, I like my first name, but I kind of want to do something cool with the last part. And I was thinking of something that was food so that it could be on t-shirts and stickers, and so that it was kind of easy to hear and go like, I've heard of food before. Maybe I would like this person's music. And as I was going through the types of food I like, I think pizza, I'm just not pizza. Like the music I make doesn't feel like pizza music. Pizza kind of feels like grunge or punk. And spaghetti kind of feels like maybe jazz or something. And so I was like, sandwiches. Sandwiches are kind of they come in so many different shapes and styles and packages, and they can be fancy or they can be really simple and comforting. And we can make them for lunch and slam them in a paper bag, or we can like order them fancy and pressed by a panini somewhere elegant. And it also just had great symmetry with my name, Danielle Ate the Sandwich. You can see it there. So it just really felt like it fit and looked good. And as I've come to blossom to my full sandwich name having potential, it seems to just really catch people's attention. And I like the first introduction being like, I'm not taking myself too seriously, in the hopes that somebody can come and like have joy when they experience my songs or my performance live. And so I always like to do something a little bit with humor, a little bit of humor in everything I do, even if my songs are serious. So the name itself is really just kind of the perfect package of combining something I love, which is sandwiches, and something I love, which is fun and joy and being friendly and open to have a shared experience with people.
Yeah, I would say that identity is very effective. Like it catches people's attention for sure. I mean, I guess I can speak from firsthand experience in that area too, but it's awesome. And another part of your identity is the ukulele, which is a really great part of your music. It really makes you you. And I was wondering what inspired that as your primary instrument choice.
Yeah, I didn't know much about the ukulele, but my friend Brandon in college, who was a guitar player and a musician, he got a ukulele for himself, and I just picked it up and was goofing off on it. I was like, I love this. This is so great. And he was like, you can borrow it if you want. And then I borrowed and I wrote like 3 songs, and then I got my own. He actually was like, I want mine back. And he gifted me one of my own so that he could have his. And then I just wrote song after song. I had been playing guitar and writing songs on guitar first. And then when I discovered the ukulele, it just felt so good in my hands, and it felt like such a nice accompaniment to my voice. And so it really overtook my songwriting practice. And as I discovered, the community associated with ukulele playing and teaching and performing is full of so many nice people who are really genuine and sweet, but also really fun. Like they totally can hang with this ate the sandwich thing, and they're always up for a good time. And so it's really opened up my career to like share what I do with people who are also enthusiastic about the ukulele. If you haven't ever checked out a ukulele festival, I highly recommend it just because the people are so fun and nice.
I concur with that. And we got a pretty good one coming up this weekend at Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an exciting time. Now, I understand you're going to be doing part of some workshops and some other events as part of that festival. Tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, the Las Cruces UkeFest in Las Cruces, New Mexico is this weekend, May 17th through 19th, 2024, if you're watching this in the future. But I am one of 4 really talented instructors. We'll also have Stephen Espanola, Neil Chin, and Daniel Ward. So we're performers. We perform Friday night at a public concert. You can come, whether or not you want to attend the whole festival or just enjoy some live music. So we'll perform the songs we write and play. And then Saturday and Sunday are full day workshops, jams, and performances. So if you haven't ever played ukulele, there will be a beginner's class to get you started. There will also be vendors so you can pick up and buy a ukulele. And the workshops are really just centered around building the community, teaching people new skills, more skills to build on what they already know, and then give them a chance to perform and play with each other. So there's open mics if you like to perform and be in front of people, and then jams if you're more comfortable just blending into the sounds.
Yeah.
And it'll be a great time.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. It really does. Let's say hello to a couple more people in the chat. Our mod King Dambreaker, welcome in. So good to see you. And someone who lives in Las Cruces, our good friend, the LG Music, who streams on Twitch as well. Give our friend, the LG Music, a follow over on Twitch. It's so good to see you.
Music, good to see you.
Yeah. But that just sounds like a great event. Yeah, and it happens every year. And let me get the question from King first. We are inviting people in our chat to ask questions throughout the hour. So if you have any questions for our friend Danielle Ate the Sandwich, please throw them in. We'd love to hear from you tonight. So staying on the topic of sandwiches, King Dambreaker asks, okay, so I got to know really quick, what's Danielle's vote on grilled cheese?
The vote is that I say yes. I would petition for and campaign for grilled cheese. I think it is an excellent sandwich. I don't mind even when it's a little wet. I'm sorry to say wet on your live stream tonight, baby, but you know when it's fine. Like it's sort of been sitting in the pan too long and it's getting like steamed. I don't mind it. I don't mind fancy cheese. I don't mind cheap cheese like American cheese slices or Velveeta. I love it with a soup. I love it on its own. I'm Danielle Ate the Sandwich. I'm announcing my run for state grilled cheese. I am pro grilled cheese.
I'm Davey and I endorse this message. Yeah. Put the thumb up. That needs to happen too.
Yes. Is this a topic? Was this just a question randomly, or is this a topic you discuss sometimes with folks?
Oh, we do get into that sometimes. The one we really discuss is the one from Recording Goblin, who's in our chat. Welcome, Recording Goblin. Welcome in. It's great to see you. The question from Goblin is, oh, by the way, King says hallelujah in response to your answer. I love it. King is a huge fan of the grilled cheese, and we love it. We love it. So Goblin asks, the most obvious question is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah, I say no. I don't get too fired up on this question if you do believe it is a sandwich. I get that anything between 2 slices of bread. But I think more of like how we list things on menus. So this is where I was raised. I was raised by menus of restaurants. So sandwiches are their own section, and maybe like hot dogs and hamburgers are. I wouldn't say a hamburger is a sandwich, technically. I mean, we could, if we get into the grass and weeds of it, we could say they're sandwiches. But my instinctual answer is no, they're different, and they're both beautiful, and I would eat them all, but no. Sandwiches are sandwiches and hot dogs are hot dogs.
All right. Well, I mean, I respect your opinion a lot. I think we have a difference of opinion. I do feel like they can all be. I'm a little more inclusive in that area, but again, I've never felt like anyone's is wrong about anything here. I feel like there's an argument to be made both ways. So
I think you're doing a very respectful thing and not just letting me have it with your opinion. And I can take it. I can take it if we need to get into it. Yeah. My answer is no, but yeah, but have fun. It's fun to discuss. It's fun to have the discourse.
Yeah, Goblin says beautiful answer. Oh, hey, thank you. We'll take the bits. 100 bits from Goblin. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that.
100 bits.
Woo.
Yeah. I'm going to applaud that.
Thank you.
I will gently clap.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I do. So with the festival that you mentioned, I imagine that there's a lot of learning going on. How rewarding is it for you to see the progress of people, even in a short amount of time, like learning how to gain the instrument, getting the confidence in it, and playing different chords and things like that, and then seeing the results towards the end of the weekend?
It's a very rewarding experience, and I didn't know I loved to teach. Something I've discovered as I've grown up as a performer, and then realizing that you get to teach and really give people skills and something they can be excited about and confident about is really rewarding when it clicks for someone, or even when they're having fun and just trying something new, even if they don't quite have it yet, but they're in that space with the potential to get a little better. And I take teaching really seriously. It feels like performing in a way, because I get to be up there, so I try to keep it light and fresh and not exhausting or too lecture-y. So anytime I can kind of make the crowd that I'm teaching laugh, and we can kind of have like that shared experience of like, it's okay to mess up, let's all make a noise when we mess up, or if you don't have it, that's okay. And I think teaching is cool. I really enjoy it. And I mean, I love the compliment of like, you're a great teacher, because it's not my first skill. And that makes me feel like I'm being smart about the opportunity to be in a vulnerable space with people who are opening up and saying, I'm here to try something new. And then they can trust me. And I think sharing stuff with humans is cool.
Oh yeah.
Is that my answer? That answer felt like I was a little bit stoned. I'm like, just sharing is cool. Sharing's cool, man.
Well, it is. I can't argue. The sentiment is great. Now I have a question from one of our regulars, Rothgar Aurora, in the chat, who says, okay, this is probably more for me than for Danielle, but the question is, if you were to eat a sandwich whose main component is Bean Boozled jelly beans, what condiments would you have on it? First of all, I don't think we need to find out. But if we were to field that question yourself, Danielle, like, now this is going to be a very gnarly sandwich to start. What could one augment on a sandwich like that to make it more interesting, or maybe less bad?
My first thought is mustard. Like, dig in with just something that's tangy and unexpected. So you're going to get a mix of flavors with the Bean Boozled jelly beans. So just like maybe, I don't think lettuce. I don't think we need lettuce. Maybe cheese.
Okay.
Almost as a component to keep the beans like in the bread. Like if there's something that's a bit sticky, they might stay there better. I'm thinking just a simple, like a white soft bread, like a Wonder Bread, nothing oaty or branny. Or maybe even like, oh, here I'm eating my words, like a hot dog bun, like something really soft, sort of like a roll. So I kind of just want to go full, maybe even potato chips. Do we talk about putting potato chips on our sandwiches ever? I'm thinking like a crunch of potato chips, a slice of cheese, and mustard. That's my answer. I am craving it a bit now. Davey, what's your answer? I want it now. I can't stop thinking about it.
The timing is amazing on this question. And your answer is fantastic. I love all these ideas. Like, then I'm also pro chips on sandwiches, by the way. Big time pro chips on sandwiches. Fritos, Doritos, and potato chips are great. Really great. LG has redeemed a point redemption. This is one of the things we do on our channel. We have like segments you can redeem for points you accumulate while hanging out in chat. LG, it's great to see you again, by the way. And LG's redeemed Bean Boozled. Look at that. I get to try one tonight. Lucky me. Thank you very much for the redeem, my friend. Yeah, everybody saw it coming, as did I. LG says, in my defense, I'm never the one that requests it. Well, that's true. We have not seen you request it certainly in a while, but I saw the opportunity. Well played. Well played. By the way, chips in PBJ was my childhood. Ooh, in PBJ, would you do it in PBJ, Daniel? That sounds like an interesting idea.
Yeah. Bean boozled in PB&J for sure.
Well,
and chips.
That actually would be.
That's the ideal one. I think.
So here's a query: does jelly and peanut butter they count as condiments? Huh.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
in that sandwich, they're the ingredient. They're the main ingredient, So.
Well, keeping it sweet, our choices tonight are either going to be toasted marshmallow. This is either going to be. That sounds great, right? Or it's going to be stink bug. Oh, I got the toasted marshmallow. Let's go. Pump it up. I got
surprised and delighted.
I'm thrilled. Thank you so much, Bean, for being good tonight. Sorry, better luck next time, LG.
Thank you, Bean Gods. Thank you, Bean Gods.
I don't know. Amazing stuff. Please select more beans more often, LG. Just kidding. LG says, I'm so glad. Well, I'm glad too. Thank you, my friend. Goblin says, I won't have enough points, but I won't torture you with another one. Oh, you have enough points. I see. We'll see if that circles around after the cooldown. The stink bug is one of the worst. Absolutely. Okay. So Danielle, back to it. Actually, one more thing. You mentioned sandwiches. It is time for our staple of the program, which we call the. There it is, sandwich of the week. See what it is this week, everybody.
I love that.
Thank you. Okay, so here we are, folks. King says, "Dear Beans, please behave. We have company." Well said. All right, so how about a little piece of Americana? We were just talking about PB&J. That's my sandwich tonight. PB&J, pan toasted, grape jelly, and freshly ground peanut butter. This is looking really good. No beans in this one though. Just the sandwich.
Freshly ground.
What I mean by that is that you know how you have the peanuts and the oil kind of on top of it when you get the jar. So you have to stir it yourself to get it to look like peanut butter. This is good stuff, folks. But yeah, that's my family staple for real. I love it, LG. Love it. Is that homemade? It is homemade. I made that just a few minutes ago. So it's a game changer when you can grill like a grilled cheese sandwich. Like it's like so good this way.
That's good. I haven't had one of those in a while. A grilled PB&J. How important is the ratio of like peanut butter to jelly to you? Do you even one more than the other?
Yeah, definitely even. I don't want to go too crazy with either one. I think the worst of the two transgressions would be too much jelly, because then that just gets all over the place. Because the peanut butter kind of sticks, right? So I think you can get by if you have a little too much of that, but the other way, that would be tough to handle. How about yourself?
That's a good point. I love peanut butter, but too much peanut butter kind of makes me feel like I'm choking. So I would probably go even peanut butter and jelly, but I love a simple sugary grape jelly. I live with my boyfriend and his kid, and they like sort of fancy, elegant. Well, I would call them elegant, like red plum jam and apple butter. And I'm just like, give me some Welch's grape jelly, baby.
I vibe with your side of this for sure. LG says, yeah, that's a fancy PB&J. It really, that other one, it does for sure sound that way. But yeah, I mean, except for the peanut butter. Like the one thing I do with the peanut butter is I definitely am good down with like Skippy or Jif, but I do like the other one where you can just kind of stir the nuts into place, the peanuts into the oil. It's just more natural tasting to me, less preservatives. And in fact, I think that's just peanuts, salt, and oil. Well, the peanuts become oil, but yeah, that's why I go that route. But less is more for me, for sure.
This is a comfort sandwich, but you've really elevated it. it looks pretty fancy.
Oh,
Like a hipster would pay $13 for that.
I think you're right. I mean? And it's such a simple thing to do. Like, all I'm doing is like I'm just putting olive oil in the pan and like toasting it on the pan. It's a very basic, a very basic addition. Yeah, Rahomo. Absolutely. Rahomo, by the way, shout out to Rahomo. Rahomo is one of our mods on the channel as well. Hello, Rahomo. Welcome in. Good to see you. This is Danielle Ate the Sandwich, a famous ukulele player currently out of Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you for the 34-month resub. Oh my goodness, thank you. So good to see you. Shout out to our friend Rahomo. But Rahomo also says, Laura Scudder is fire. That's what I use. Like, that's the one I select. But I also eat it out of the jar too quickly and choke on it also high. Welcome to my community. Welcome to our community, Daniel.
They're so friendly.
Speaking of which, you got another friend, that EFOT guy, who's a great piano streamer on Twitch. Give our friend EFOT a follow, too. By the way, we're taking questions now, friends, for Danielle. If you have them, throw them in, because we will only be going till about 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. So you can do the questions earlier tonight, and we'll gladly take them in. It's Ola Ryan for these Taco Mart. Oh yeah, it is Taco Tuesday. Well, where you live, is Taco Tuesday a thing as well? Like, I know that's a big thing around the country.
It is. It's not like it doesn't take over the town or anything, but yeah, people here celebrate Taco Tuesday. There should be a day for sandwiches. Sandwich Thursday? I don't know.
It'd be Sandwich Sunday. It's or Saturday.
Right, alliteration.
Yeah.
Sandwich Saturday. I like Sandwich Sunday. You're onto something there.
We'll go with Sandwich Sunday. That's good. J-Man, great to see you. You're J-Man. It's good to see you as well. Gosh, it's really great to have you all here. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Next time, use mayo to toast your sandwich. That has been a relatively new thing. Have you heard of that? The mayo.
It's sort of like the grease agent. It's sort of like the oil. Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's like a new trend. I will give that a try. I might do that with savory sandwiches, but I definitely will try it. Seems like an interesting idea. Seems like it would work too. Okay, Daniel, really quickly before we get back to music, what is your favorite sandwich? Like, I always wonder what everyone's favorite sandwiches are.
Yeah, I would say peanut butter and jelly, because it's just reliable. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm always in the mood for it, when I'm sad, when I'm happy. And if we're getting fancier, I love like a veggie sandwich. I do eat meat, but I love just one with lots of like vegetables and crunch. That's what I get if I go to like a sub shop. I would get a veggie. I don't really like toasted sandwiches that have lots of stuff, like toasted sandwich with lettuce. I like a grilled cheese, or your grilled PB&J looks really good, but I would prefer a cold sandwich. Me and my friends went to I'm recording a new album, and we took a kind of a lunch break, and we went to this place in Kansas City, Kansas called Bright's Stein and Deli, and they just had like all they had on the menu was like 6 sandwiches, and that was it. And I got the Italian cold, but you could also get it steamed or toasted. And I had never really heard of a steamed sandwich before, but mine was cold and the bread was soft. I love soft bread. Sometimes my favorite part of sandwiches is the bread, you know?
That's a great point. I'm big on bread. I think the bread makes a huge difference in how good a sandwich is. For example, consider the Italian roll, or the Italian sub sandwich, like with like that Italian roll that's just freshly baked, or some. Those are great choices. I think Italian sandwiches are better cold too. I'm actually kind of with that. Like, I think it's a really good call.
Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. I don't actually have like a PB&J. Sometimes that feels like too simple of an answer, but I think it's the truth. It just feels good. It feels good. And that's one of my favorite with chips. And I think it's sort of like you put chips on the side and then some get like stuck on the components of the sandwich, and then you're like, oh, I should just put all of them on here. I feel like as a kid, like I've never learned to be a good cook, but I would like just put butter on bread and then put like just like plain potato chips on it and be like, what a balanced meal. I'm gonna grow up big and strong someday. And so yeah, I think I'm a pretty simple eater.
Okay.
To be honest,
Okay.
I'm not a foodie.
Right on, right on. Couple comments. Recording Goblin says, I'm going to KC in a couple weeks. I'll have to go there. I love that.
Awesome. Yeah.
And
KC
LG's.
is a great town.
It does seem like a really fun place. I mean, there's a lot going on. I do want to mention
It's cool.
How long have you been there now?
I've been here about 6 years.
Okay.
It's like mid-size. It's big. It has skyscrapers, but it feels pretty small in the same way. Like you can run into people everywhere you go. And there's a great arts community. So it's a great place to be a songwriter and a performer. I also do comedy here in Kansas City. And so like getting into the scene and meeting all the other creators who are here is really satisfying. And we've got great food. We're not famous for a sandwich necessarily, but we have barbecue is really popular and famous for coming from here. So you can get like a pulled pork sandwich on a bun and just sort of put some pickles on it, and it's really good. So there's a ton of great places to pick up barbecue, whether you want like kind of fancy or kind of divey. And I really like living here.
That's cool. That's cool.
Where are you, Davey? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Never answered that. I'm in Los Angeles.
Say it live.
So, yeah.
Los Angeles, California.
Where the action is. Yeah. There's a lot going on here too, but I mean, it can be restless too. But so Kansas City seems like a good balance of the two. Like it can not too restless, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Now, King Jambreaker says KC has excellent arts, which is jibing with your earlier comment.
Absolutely.
Speaking of barbecue, is Arthur Bryant's worth the hype? I've heard so much about it. Like it's like
I've never been to Arthur Bryant's. I don't know why. That's kind of silly. My boyfriend was born and raised here, and so he would know more about it than I do. I think it's good. I think it ranks high. There's also one called Gates, one called Joe's, one called Jack Stack. For Ted Lasso fans, they kind of mashed like Arthur. I think they reference Arthur Bryant's and Gates a lot in Ted Lasso. But I still haven't even gotten around to all of the spots that there are. There's one called Char Bar that's kind of like modern-y. They're trying to do modern stuff. And so I haven't been to Arthur Bryant's. And you know what? I'm going to change my life today and go as soon as I can. I became a better person tonight on Davey's Eating a Sandwich Twitch /stream. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that. I mean, I didn't think I'd be that much of an influencer, but I do hope you enjoy it. I appreciate it.
First, you ate that bean with no fear. You ate that bean boozled, and I thought I need to own my fears. And then now I'm going to Arthur Bryant's.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts. I'll keep a monitor on your stories to see how it goes. Let's see. Elsie's pretty great too. Yeah, absolutely, LG. I mean, it's gonna be a great weekend down there, so it should be really fun.
Las Cruces. Are they famous for any food? I heard we're having like a Basque buffet, which I think is like kind of indigenous food. So I have no idea quite what to expect, but I think it will be a beautiful spread. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what's going on food-wise and ukulele-wise this weekend in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Oh, that's so cool. And LG, if you have anything any recommendations in that area, we'd love to hear them. One question before we get to your original song tonight, and I wanted to address your residency at the Charlotte Conservatory. Do I have that right?
Charlotte Street Foundation.
Oh, nice. And what a cool get that is. Like, tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing at the residency.
Thank you for asking. I was awarded a 2-year residency at this facility in Kansas City called the Charlotte Street Foundation, which is an arts network that gives space to artists, does a series of different programs, has a gallery, and tries to create opportunities for artists of all types, visual, performing, writers, etc. So I got in as a performing artist, so I was awarded a studio space. So I really just have a room, and it's soundproof and kind of isolated, and I get to go in there and I use it to write. And I am a folk singer first, but I'm using the residency to develop a one-woman show using comedy characters. So I also just love to like put on costumes and wear do funny voices, and I'm developing a one-woman show to premiere at Casey Fringe this summer with these characters. So like today I was there this afternoon, and just writing my show and making sure it's just like writing a song but a lot longer and harder. So I'm there for 2 years. My first year will be up this summer, and then the great thing about it too is you get to connect with and collaborate with other artists. Like it's the first time I've really been in the same space as visual artists to learn how they sort of develop their process and talk about what they do. I didn't go to art school of any kind or music school. So being with people who have that experience, they're very like eloquent, as I can't find the words, eloquent about how they create their work and their inspiration source and their research process. So it's cool to be around people who have different training than me and use a different media to make art than me. But I kind of feel like the wild card, because I'm like, hey, want to hear a folk song? And then all these people are like painting beautiful, large scale oil paintings, and I'm like, that's pretty funny. Want to hear a fart joke? But it's very validating to have been awarded to say what you're doing is art worthy, is considered art. And so in the back of I have a happy head, but a very busy brain who's like, often, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. And so to say, hey, you are good enough to hang out in this prestigious campus is really cool.
Oh, for sure.
So thank you for asking. Yeah, and I'm trying to like take some risks with doing more comedy performance and musical comedy characters. So there's still songs and ukulele playing, but a little bit more fake mustache.
I love your versatility. You really do you do wear a lot of hats, and I do love that. There's so we're going to get into more of that in our second half hour, and also some responses from LG as far as the Mexican food options. Lots of great Mexican food in Las Cruces. That's great. And I 100% can recommend a few places. Definitely make it to Andeles in Mesilla. I love it.
I'm writing it down.
Love it. And so I'm going to say hello to another friend of ours, a guitar streamer, C-Dub Guitar. Great to see you. Can we give a shout out to our friend C-Dub in the chat? C-Dub, meet Danielle Ate the Sandwich, and you can catch her on YouTube. And this weekend you can catch her in Las Cruces, but you can also catch her doing original music. So I'm curious. I would now like to give you the floor to perform one of your many awesome originals. Like, there have been so many. Like, I've gone back through like the beginning up to now, and then obviously you mentioned the Terrible Dinner Guest, which is a cool thing for a while, and now you're working on a new album, which you do with the help of a 24-hour songwriting project on Patreon, which is so wild to me. Like,
totally. It's one of the funnest times of the year. I do this every year. I've done it 9 years now. It's called the 24-hour album, and what I do is invite my Patreon community to live stream with me. So they're in the chat and they're giving me suggestions. I ask for suggestions ahead of time for what to write about. And then when I really get stuck, like on a line, it's like, what rhymes with bottle, or what rhymes with silly Billy? And so they can actually type ideas to me and encouragement to help me stay up, because I am just staying up for 24 hours. And my intention is to write from scratch, so I haven't brought anything that I've been working in beforehand. Write, record, and then produce. So like get a recorded version down and then stick some harmonies on it, or an instrumental track if it's needed. And for me, the process is exciting to collaborate with my fans and bring them in to show them what songwriting can be like. But it's also really freeing because it's done almost as soon as it begins. Sometimes as an artist, I get so precious about like, is this done? Is this good enough? I think I need to take 6 more months to worry about it. But it's really such a flash in the pan that you can't be too picky about decisions. You just kind of have to say, that's what it was. That's what came to me. And it's out now in the world. So it's a new way to be vulnerable. And it's always really cool for the people who join in on the the patrons who get to see, like, I was there when you first started that song. And the last couple of years, I've even invited people to send in tracks of them singing, and I mix it in. So my patrons are even featured on some of the tracks as like my backing choir. Yeah, it's a great. And those albums are available on Bandcamp, and you can just search Danielle Ate the Sandwich's 24-hour album to find them. They're really fun.
I love that. We are so familiar. We are very much familiar with Bandcamp over here on Twitch. That's great. So catch Danielle on Bandcamp too, everybody. Fantastic.
Yeah.
LG says, I got to get going, but good luck in the UkeFest. I will try to stop by for a bit if I can. Thank you.
Yeah, Friday night concert.
Love it.
Thanks, LG.
Thank you, LG, for joining us tonight. Shout out to the LG Music. What a cool friend of ours here. So, Danielle, I'll give you the floor. Feel free to select a song you'd like to perform for our community tonight. I mean, a lot of great choices, I'm sure.
There are so many great songs that I've written to perform for the crowd. No. I'll probably do the Terrible Dinner Guest. The song is about acting weird socially sometimes. I am a performer, so sometimes I can really be delightful, and then other times I'm just kind of really moody. And this particular experience was one time when I was at a dinner party with really nice and fun and completely, they weren't annoying people, but for whatever reason I didn't know what they were talking about, and I decided to get really grumpy and kind of snotty, and then I regretted it later, but it turned into a hit song and my 7th album. So why not act snotty yourself, and you too can be as successful as your old pal Danielle. So this is just for anybody who feels socially uncomfortable at the most inconvenient times. The closet coats hung safe in quieter places, and the chicken was silent in its cooking glazes. My tongue was heavy and hiding in the back of its cage. I'm scavenging cabinets to make conversation, looking under couch cushions for sophistication. I thought I had taste, but I don't even know what time it is. Ooh, I got soul, but you'd never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. Well, I am a middle school boy at the sock hop. I'm clinging to walls to avoid any small talk, and I'm only here with my hair combed because my mother made me. Though the words crossing tables were soft and engaging, I couldn't quite arouse myself to the occasion. Put a note on my list to learn more talking points about organic gardening. Ooh, I've got soul, but you'd never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. Take me to the bridge. Oh, if I could only understand all your literary references, I'd be spinning tables around the room. If only I could think one thing to prove. Ooh, I got soul, but you'd never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. So quiet, I curled on the couch with my blankets after making a vow for a life's worth of silence. I'm trading my voice in for land glare like the mermaid, the little mermaid. Ooh, I got soul, but you'd never know if you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
I do love that song so much. I do want to welcome in an additional 245 people who just showed up in the chat. Oh my goodness, Dani! Danielle Lard has rated in. I predict a riot. And I do want to say congratulations to Danielle Allard for 4 years on Twitch. Holy cow. Thank you so much for coming here to continue your celebration. Congratulations on 4 years on Twitch. It's amazing stuff. Can we please give Danielle Allard a shout in the chat? Dani, I'd like you to meet another Danielle. This is Danielle Ate the Sandwich, who is a ukulele player who is based in... Danielle Allard is based in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So she's one of our great friends from the Great White North, and our friend Danielle Ate the Sandwich is currently in Kansas City, Missouri, and will be appearing at the Las Cruces UkeFest this weekend. So, I'd love you to meet all of our Dino friends. That's the name of the community at Danielle Allard's channel, and they do also.
Danielle, congrats on 4 years.
Yeah, and she asked us to say congrats on 3 years anniversary that just happened too. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Franco. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was just last weekend. So we celebrated our own 3-year anniversary here on the Sandwich Show.
Happy birthday to everyone.
Absolutely. Wispy Song says whose sandwich was. I do have a lot of people to thank. I will thank all of you in a few minutes. Thank you, but specifically Jordy12 for the more roast beef. Goes to the machine. Thank you for the follow. Jmar Kitty. I guess I'll just do it. Maker Plays. Thank you so much. Yes, click. Yeah, Maker Plays. And one wrong logo. Our friend Carlos. Dani with the 200 bits. Thank you so much. Elove Art. Yes, click. Tech. And King of Mischief. Thank you all for the bits. Max Roberts. Thank you for the follow. And thank you for starting a hype train. Holy crap. Holy cow. Here is the sandwich I had tonight. There's not much of it left. This time Davey ate the sandwich.
Yes.
Love it. PB&J, for those who are wondering what that was. But thank you, everybody. Y'all are so kind. This is our first ever Dino Raid 2, so that's an incredible honor. Thank you so much, everybody in the Dino community, for hanging out. Stay with us. We have much more to chat with our friend Danielle Ate the Sandwich, who I do think your style is very much really compatible with the Danielle Allard sound, which is also very cozy and really cool. So...
I gotta check it out. Danielle Allard.
Yeah.
Allard.
Yeah. Mods, can we also link her Instagram and their website? Maybe their website might be the most effective one because it has everything else. So it's just DanielleAllard.com. So
beautiful. I'm excited to check it out.
Oh yeah, great times. Franco says Dani was super happy to have the chance to raid you. Aww. It's so great to see you, Dani. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I hope continued recovery vibes. I know you're still recovering from the things, but it's nice to see you. And so much talent in the room right now, including all the people who rated in. Moko Made is also in our chat. So many other Twitch streamers suddenly joined us out of the blue. Jordy12, thank you for your 7-month resub too, by the way. We've covered a lot of ground tonight, and you mentioned you're doing one-woman shows, which invests you have one coming up in July, which seems like a really fun event. Let me go see if I can go grab the oh, not that. Sheesh, not that one. I need to
trivia.
I don't think we'll have time to do trivia tonight, but I do want to thank all of you for the for starting up the hype train. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you so much, everybody. This one, the greatest garage sale ever. This sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, this will be the debut of my one-woman show. So those 4 people are all me, dressed as different characters. We've got Jer, the gentleman with the mustache and the vest and the, what do we call a half bald on top, hair on the sides. Jer's a children's folk singer, a real sweetie pie. And then to him in the red dress, that's Beanie Gallivant. She's like a Barbara Streisand pop vocalist icon who doesn't take any crap from anybody. And then to her left, that's cowboy Brentley Owen Brantley, country music star Brentley Owen Brantley. He's a crooner who takes himself very seriously. And then on the right in the green dress there, that's Mary Ellen Dawson Carter Armstrong. She's a manners expert. So these four folks will all be at a garage sale sort of encountering items that make them think of their past, of their youth, of something that has happened to them to shape who they are. And they're all very zany. There's a little bit of like serious sentimentality to each of them and kind of, the stuff we get nostalgic about. And I think garage sales are just great ways to sort of like see who a person is. Like you just see their stuff and you're like, oh, this person has this hobby or they've traveled to these places or this is the size of their clothes. It feels like a very intimate thing. And the idea actually came from my boyfriend Michael just saying, like, we were talking about all the junk in our house, beloved junk. And he was like, well, whatever happens, we're preparing for the greatest garage sale ever. And I was like, that's such a good idea for something, for an album or a song. Mm-hmm. And so I named it the title of this show. And this is premiering this summer at Casey Fringe, which is sort of experimental theater. And it's the last 2 weeks of July. So I'll have more information on my website, DanielleAteTheSandwich.com, and I'm really excited. It's new for me that all the characters sing, but it's different for me to dress up in costume and act a little bit more than I do just at a regular folk music concert. But if you like silliness, like I said, fake mustaches and weird voices, boy, are you gonna have a ball at the greatest garage sale ever by Danielle Ate the Sandwich.
Oh, that's going to be
Thank you for mentioning that.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. I'm thrilled for the idea. I mean, that just sounds like so much fun.
Are you going to eat another bean?
Yeah, different one, though. This will be better. Ferret Fawcett, great to see you. LJP Music, great to see you. Give a shout out to our friend who's a pretty awesome guitarist, LJP Music. Goblin says,
so many music followers and fans. We love it.
Oh, it's the nexus of music streamers on Twitch, I must say, because like we have a lot of people coming through here. It's been such a joy to do this program for the last 3 years. But let me do the bean really quickly. Just I don't want to take too long because I know we have a limited amount of time remaining. But this is a pickle bean, which is a little bit different. It's not as bad. Not too bad. I like pickles. I'm a big fan of pickles. Pretty good. Oh, you're on. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Thank you, Franco. You're awesome too, my friend. Ferret Fawcett, welcome in. Moko Made, by the way, great to see you. The brother-sister duo Moko Made, they're art streamers. They're so much fun. Oh, thank you, Dani. So proud of you. Congrats to you too. 4 years is amazing. Amazing run. But so good to see you. Yeah, that being was good. Thank you. Eflat had a comment. Regarding your one-woman show, a manners expert. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, so Mary Ellen Dawson Carter Armstrong is a manners expert. She preaches on the power of politeness. She's an evangelist for etiquette, and she came here to teach y'all to act right. All right? And she's not a judgmental woman. She reserves that for the Lord and Savior God above. But she's not putting it past herself to tell you what she thinks about your outfit tonight, okay? You wore denim to a mid-size, you wore denim at a theater on a Saturday night in a mid-sized city. Heaven forbid. I just don't even know what to do with y'all anymore. I'm Mary Ellen Dawson Carter Armstrong, yes, of those Carter Armstrongs. And I just think it is so delightful to be here tonight on the Davies Eating a Sandwich podcast. I just have such a good time when I'm on the podcast. It's purpose. She says podcast is wrong on purpose. I just love, they all kind of say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And my character, Jer, says my name wrong. Like he'll say Danielle Ate a Sandwich, and it's Danielle Ate the Sandwich, but it's just such a mistake that happens often, and sweet people say it wrong. So he calls me Danielle Ate a Sandwich. But that's just a little bit of what's going on in my brain and my house and my room when I'm alone. Thank you for I am just sort of like constantly talking to no one. But why not put it on stage?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and sell tickets to the show.
I'm thrilled. I mean, it's just one more thing making Kansas City a really cool place. And so if you want to see that, friends, just to repeat, it's over here. It's going to be at the it says your show dates are run July 19th through 28th. At the Bird.
Yeah, I'll have 5 shows within that 2-week period, and I'll announce the dates soon. They've yet to tell me when exactly I'll be there, but I will be at the venue called the Bird Comedy Theater, which is just a few years old. It's a great spot for all kinds of comedy performances, and it's in the Crossroads area of Kansas City, if you're familiar at all. But it's in a cool part of town with lots of like local restaurants and bars and other venues with cool events going on. So Kansas City has a ton going on, and the festival itself is called KC Fringe, so there will be a ton of other shows from local creators and even some people who tour from outside of our town to present their original performances.
I love it a lot. I mean, the theater scene is something I had not really realized. Like, I knew about live music. I did not know about live theater, though. And King says,
Same.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great theater, says King. I love that. Moko Maid says, there's a lot of sandwiches here today. Oh, absolutely. I mean, genuinely, this is one of my favorite moments in the history of the show, having another sandwicher with me. Like, it's sandwich meets sandwich. And then Dani rating it. Danielle meets Danielle, too. Like, what a night. Like, I love it so much. And oh my gosh, Irene, thank you for the 3213 sub. My goodness. And Alistair UK, great to see you again as well. Good morning to you. Alistair is in Great Britain, so it is now morning over there. Yeah, can't get enough sandwiches. I dig it. I just to recap a couple things. So someone asked, what's your take on Bean Boozled beans? I think that's E flat.
My take?
Yeah. Would you do them? Would you try them? Like,
oh, I'd try them. I don't eat like weird candy is a total go for me. I love candy, and I feel like everything there will be safe. More exotic meats I might not try. I haven't eaten like, ostrich or even like bugs, but anything in candy form that could be sugary, even if it's kind of disgusting, I'll give it a try. I might be mad at myself later, but and I think the bean like size and texture is very palpable, or like it's palatable. I don't know what words I'm saying, but it's like, it's just a little bit of a thing, if it were like a giant puffy marshmallow, I might have a harder time, but I have Bean Boozled. I actually love the little like spinny thing that it comes with. Have you ever done that?
I have done it.
The one where you like try the ones. I love the spinning. I love a spinning wheel.
I have 2 of them.
You have it?
I have the regular one. That's this wheel. So you have this wheel here.
Great wheel. I love a wheel.
And we have the spicy Bean Boozled, which is a whole different deal.
Never had those. Do they get really hot?
They're all right. I can take them, though. It's not too bad. I'll definitely take them over the other ones. Like, these are more fun to try for me. I mean, some of them get kind of spicy, though. Yeah. But yeah, DJ says, what shenanigans did I walk into? DJ, great to see you. Welcome in. Holy cow, we have late arriving raiders, too. I love it. Bean Twister is a win. Yeah, JD, you're absolutely right. So how much time we have? About 5 minutes. Okay, great. I think that's just enough time to.
We can go a little longer if you want.
Okay.
But if you have other things planned, just let me know. But I'm kind of curious about this trivia game. I know it's open and worms, but
let's do it up.
I love a trivia. Can we do it?
Let's do it. Moko, mate, have a great lurk. Thank you for joining us. Have to lurk, but go to fire up the laser. It was great catching you tonight. I like it a lot. Thank you. Okay. Yes, let's do some trivia tonight. I was going to offer. Let me see. I'm gonna give you trivia about. I can give you some choices. You can do
celebrities.
We could do trivia about. Let me see. We can go with Super Mario Brothers. I'm
gonna be bad at this.
Okay, no. The M&ms is the one I had in mind first. So, like, where would you be at with M&ms?
I'm a fan, but I wouldn't say I'm like a scholar on M&ms. But definitely not Mario Bros.
How about Disney?
Disney's probably better than M&ms. Yeah.
Okay.
I like you're very corporate. You're very franchised.
Very much so. Let me give you a couple more. We have Game of Thrones. We have Pink in Music, which is kind of like play on words. Vacuum cleaners, chocolate, New York.
Vacuum cleaners, New York. I mean, I don't know a lot about vacuum cleaners, but I'm kind of curious about vacuum cleaner trivia. Would you submit to vacuum cleaner trivia with me, Davey? Can
Absolutely.
we enter in this contract together?
Danielle, I would be my honor to do that. Let's do it together. Here we go. So the way this works, everyone, first, for each question you get right, you'll get a point. Every question you get wrong, the chat will get a point, and we'll have 10 questions for you. Good luck, Danielle. We're wishing you a great run here. I think some of these you'll get, so we'll see how things go. And let's start it now. Here we go. Okay, so first question from the vacuum category. Which U.S. state? So there's 50 choices. You have a chance at this one. Which U.S. state invented the first vacuum cleaner?
Virginia.
That's a great guess. Great guess. Not the guess we were looking for. The answer is Iowa. Great guess, though. Great guess.
Iowa. I'm Midwestern. I should have known. We love cleaning up.
There you go. E-Flat says vacuum trivia. Hope it doesn't suck. Nice. All right. Next question. What brand name was a popular term for a vacuum? So brand name was a popular term for a vacuum in the 1920s and 1930s.
I want to say Hoover.
You're right.
Yes!
Nice. First one on the board.
Take that, chat.
Love it.
Take that, chat.
Fantastic. Well done. Okay. Next question. What is the typical lifespan for a vacuum cleaner? In number of years. Give you number of years.
I guess 7 years.
Oh, what a guess. What a guess. It's 6 years, but it's so close.
It's so close. They can have the point, but I feel like I was in the ballpark, so I'm gonna leave feeling good about myself. I'm graciously giving that point to the chat.
I love it. Hey, Mediclean, what's good? Sandwich trivia, yeah, absolutely. Next question. Which of these companies produce vacuum cleaners? Is it? So it's one of these companies produce vacuum cleaners. Is it Tyson, Dyson, Lysol, or Rayovac?
I love it. It's Dyson.
Yep. Got him. Dyson is right.
Vacuums from the future. Really nice stuff. Can't afford it.
Oh, yeah. They do have a lot of really wicked products, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right. So next, let's keep it going. We have a few more to go. What is a colloquial term for a handheld vacuum cleaner? A handheld vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dirt Devil. Is that... That's not it. Dirt Devil. I feel like you're... Dirt Devil. Call it a Dirt Devil.
So you're cleaning up those little spaces between the couches, right? Between the cushions.
Crumb sucker.
Yeah.
Crumb.
Dirt was
breaker.
in the right...
I don't know.
Dirt was going the right direction,
Dirt duster. Dirt picker-upper. Dirty little crumb eater. I don't think I know it, Davey. Give the chat a point.
All right, chat gets the point. Dustbuster. You were so close.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Dustbuster. I think I knew this deep down in my being. So again, I'm graciously giving that point to the chat. Still feeling good about myself.
Still pretty well, though, yeah.
I'm here to grow. I'm here to learn.
So question 6 is, which company invented the Dustbuster in 1979? Which company?
Was that Dirt Devil?
No, it's not. Black & Decker. It's
Black & Decker. They do all kinds of appliances, tools.
Yeah.
Tools and vacuum cleaners.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. Okay, next.
What happens if I lose? Am I killed?
No. You will not be killed.
Okay,
I couldn't do that to you, Danielle. No way. No. It's just for fun. Okay, question number 7. Is Dirt Devil a vacuum model or a company name?
Oh gosh.
That's tough.
Did you purposely? I keep saying Dirt Devil for all my answers.
And now it's a question.
Now I think I want to say it's a product name, not a company.
You're right. It's a vacuum model.
Good.
That's right. So point to
by
Dani.
Black & Decker? Do we know who's
produced by Royal Vacuum Company. Yeah, it's a lesser known company.
Heard of them.
Yeah. Here's a great question.
Dirt Devil really stuck with me. For some reason.
I'm glad there was a Dirt
Somebody
Devil.
must have came to my elementary school and gave a presentation about it or something. That runs deep.
King says M&M's probably sounding good right about now. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll mention it at the end of this round of trivia. I've got an idea, but let's finish this out first. I think we have 3 questions left. Yeah. Which of these are vacuum brands? Is it Shark or Ninja?
Ooh, Shark.
You're right. But also, Ninja's right too. But I'll give you the point.
Oh.
They're both in. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Ninja did vacuums. I think of Ninja as like a blender, like a food processor sort of thing. But now they got vacuums. Good for them. I couldn't be happier for Ninja.
Good job, Ninja. Nicely done, Ninja, again. All right. So now, where do you normally find a vacuum tube? A vacuum tube.
A vacuum tube? Gosh. Is this like a trick? I want to, is it, I don't know. I want to say outside of the vacuum. And I also want to say in a car. I don't know.
Not as a certain. These are not exactly wrong answers, but it's a trick question too. We find a vacuum tube in electronics. So any kind of electronics has a vacuum tube. So pretty...
In electronics, great.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't been used in a while, but back in the day, they were all in electronics a lot.
Should have studied up on my vintage electronics before I came on this show.
All right. Last question for this round. What common household item is also a vacuum tube? I'll give you the choices. Is it a light bulb? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It can be anything. It can be any of these. I'm sorry. So, can you name a common household item that happens to be a vacuum tube?
I heard you say light bulb. I would guess. I would guess a TV.
Yes, a TV, an old style TV. Absolutely. Cathode ray tubes are vacuum tubes. Yeah, your life depends on it. Everybody's like, answer it. Your life depends on it.
I know. I'm feeling like you feel really bad for me when I get it wrong. So I'm like, they're gonna kill me. Someone's gonna come and take my life.
Dig it. So yeah, there you go. Fantastic. You got it.
Thank you so much for letting me embarrass myself by not knowing as much about vacuums as I thought. I came in here so confident, and I loved it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep. And hello, John. Welcome in. John Lee Music. This is Danielle Ate the Sandwich, who's not a Twitch streamer, but is on YouTube and is doing shows all over the land and doing really cool things in your home base of Kansas City. Let's keep going and roll over to the M&M trivia. I think you'll do better with these. We'll keep the score running. And I think you can come...
If it's questions about celebrities, I pretty much only know stuff about celebrities.
Okay.
But...
there might be some celebrities in this one. We'll see.
I mean, the M&Ms kind of are celebrities in the commercials. Let's go. I think you'll be disappointed in how much more I know about vacuums.
I'm trying to see if there's a celebrity category in here, and I can't think of anything specific.
No. Let's do M&Ms.
Okay.
If you really want to.
Let's do some M&Ms. All right. Well, here's a basic question. What kind of M&Ms are in the brown bag, like the brown packaging?
General milk chocolate.
Yes. Plain M&Ms. Got it right on the nose.
Plain.
But regular chocolate is exactly it.
I call them general chocolate.
Yeah. Panda, what's good? Happy birthday, Panda, by the way. It's good to see our friend the Rusty Panda, who's also another talk show streamer, by the way, who's in Kansas City. And yes, Panda, this is our...
Oh my gosh, I'm in Kansas City, Panda.
Love it. Okay, so next question. Where was it? Oh, question 2. So what kind of M&Ms are in the yellow packaging?
Peanut.
Yes. Got that right, too. There you go. Back on top. Look at that.
Okay, you're right. I'm so good at M&Ms.
Yeah.
Next question.
All right. What does each M... This is hard. What does each M stand for in the name M&Ms?
Ooh. For one, I would say Mars.
Yes, absolutely.
Mars, and I'm not sure if Mars had a really close friend, or Mars and Merton. I couldn't say. Mars manufacturing. That's my guess. I don't know the second.
It's a great answer. You did get the Mars correct. Yes, that is Mars is right. The second one is really hard. It's Bruce Murray, who was, like you said, a friend of Mars. So, like, who?
Bruce Murray. God bless him. We haven't heard from him in years. I hope he's okay. He played this game show. He played this show last time, and nobody's heard from him since. Bruce Murray.
Yeah, who knew?
What fun. Mars and Murray.
Mars and Murray. There it is. All right, that was close, but no point. No point indeed. So we'll give the point to the chat. There you go.
Congratulations, chat.
Next question. Here we go. We are gonna go with this. Now, who do the M&ms meet in their annually running holiday commercial?
Santa Claus.
You're right. It is Santa Claus. Absolutely.
Right, yeah.
Great answer. So back
We love
with
Santa Claus here.
oh, that's great. That must be awesome during.
You love him?
Yeah, that's super cool. He does exist. They do exist. Remember?
Yeah. That's a great commercial.
Yeah. So next question: what is the newest plain M&M color? Right, it's peanut too. Actually, I think they're in both colors. But what's the newest M&M color?
I'm gonna say blue.
You're right. Blue is the answer.
Yes.
You are correct.
Yes.
Did I get the point for this? Did I give the point for Santa Claus? Mods, let me know. I forgot.
I forgot too.
All right, Danielle, next question. Can you name at least 3 cities that have an M&M's World Store? 3 cities.
Ooh. New York.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess. I want to say Tokyo.
That's a great
Does
guess.
it need to be a U.S. city?
No, it does not need to be U.S., no.
It's a great guess, but it's wrong.
No. Can you give me 2 more, though?
Las Vegas.
Yes, that's 2. Can you give me 1 more?
Chicago.
Oh, that's another good guess. When I say it's a good guess,
it's
that
wrong.
means it's wrong.
Yeah, I just met you, but I'm picking up on it. L.A.?
No, surprisingly, no, not in L.A. Not in L.A.
Well, Atlanta?
Another great guess, but...
I'm just naming big cities.
You got some good ones, though. Las Vegas and New York are definitely there. They're big ones.
Las Vegas and New York.
Mm-hmm. See if you can get 1 more.
Boston?
Solid, but no, but think more towards the west.
More towards the west.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Okay, that's a little too far to the west. Sorry. I'll give you 1 more. I'll give you 1 more shot at it. It's not a great wrong guess.
A city that's not as west as Seattle that has an M&M store.
Mm-hmm.
Denver.
Oh, guess again. None of these are bad choices. No, I can't give that to you, unfortunately. So other choices include Orlando. I forgot to mention that. You could have stayed on the East Coast.
Sure. Florida. Yeah. We forgot about Florida.
Yeah. London in England.
Okay. Not Tokyo.
Not Tokyo, surprisingly. There is one in Shanghai, though, in China. And there's one in Berlin and one in Minneapolis. So.
Oh, wow, Minneapolis. Probably at the Mall of America there. Well, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You're still doing really great with this trivia category, though.
I could think of cities, though. I could think of U.S. cities based on directions. So, I'm just trying to make myself feel good about something. Okay,
right on,
what's
right
the
on.
next one?
Okay. Here it is. In M&M's commercials, which color is the plain M&M and which color is the peanut M&M?
Great question. I want to say regular is red and yellow is peanut.
You're right. Red is the plain and yellow is the peanut indeed. Great job, everybody.
Love those guys.
Yeah. Chocolate saved Danielle's life tonight. JD, I love it.
Thank you, gods of chocolate.
2 to go. Here we go. Question number 9: is fudge brownie an actual M&M type?
I think it is. I think it's one of these newfangled promotion ones.
You're right. It's the actual. It was introduced in 2020. Great answer.
Yeah, I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it to just be a little like smushier, like there'd be like cakey texture. I don't know.
I think that's about right. That's about spot on. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So last question. Here it comes. Which of these movies did not feature a promotion by M&Ms? Is it Star Wars Episode 3? Is it Shrek 2? Or is it E.T.?
That is a fun question. I don't know for certain. I kind of feel like Shrek and the DreamWorks don't always do like the promo with the mainstream candy. But I also don't know if like M&M's was really doing promo when E.T. came out. Was doing promo stuff. I'm gonna say Shrek.
Oh, that's a good. I mean, I guess you figured out my pattern.
Very kind.
Sorry, it's not the answer. The answer is E.T., which is a really,
I missed it wrong. Okay.
Yeah, it's wrong, but E.T. is an interesting one because they wanted to do M&Ms, but the company wouldn't do it. M&Ms didn't want to do that, so they went to Reese's Pieces, and Reese's Pieces became a thing in the 80s because of E.T.
Right, he eats them, and it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Wildness. But Danielle, you did really well in the M&M trivia, and that brings your total score after 2 rounds to 11-7. Congratulations.
I won't be killed tonight. Thank you.
Will not be killed.
Unless I had to score some sort of amount above the chat.
No, I think you're good there. E-Flat says, thanks to Danielle, I'm never going to experience Sandwich Show trivia the same way again. Oh my gosh.
You just check in on your friends who have guests on this program so that you can just make sure they're safe.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Rahoma says, next trivia question, just name random U.S. cities.
That should be the next. Just try to name, name 3.
Yeah. Shorty has a point redeem. It's called, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, let's find out. What would you do for a Klondike bar? So, what would you do for a Klondike bar, Danielle Ate the Sandwich? Like,
I would lick the cement. I would lick the sidewalk. I would pay $4.
Okay.
I would like run a lap around the house.
Nice.
I wouldn't do anything like involving nudity. I wouldn't say anything mean to someone. I wouldn't if they were like, we dare you to go tell that person they're ugly, I would never.
Okay.
I might also just say thank you so much. I think you should eat the Klondike bar.
Aww.
But those are just a few things I would do for a Klondike bar.
That's very nice. I would be so kind to hear those sentiments, but I'd give it back to you because I'm like, you're so kind. You keep it. You get to keep it.
No, you keep it.
Oh yeah, but that would be that game. Like, you keep it. No, you keep it. No, you keep it. No, you keep it.
And then it's melted and nobody wants it.
I could do a few of these for a Klondike bar. I think that'd be pretty good. So I'm going to go with it. Thank you so much.
A stink bug? Could you do 2 stink bugs in a row for a Klondike bar?
It's been done. So yeah, I definitely could. Like, I've had multiple. It's been done. For a Klondike bar, absolutely I do. I would need some water first, which is a good segue because I think King has redeemed Hydrate.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. You can see this has become this is one of the most interactive streams on one of the most interactive podcasts in the land. But thank you, King, for that redeem. It would be melted by the time you argue over it, says Ferret Fawcett.
Yeah, no one would want it.
That's funny. That is funny. Oh my gosh, yeah, it would just be a pile of goo. But What would you do? Ooh, for a Klondike bar. I love it. Thank you so much, Jordy, for that redeem. I'm surprised you did not give your own answer to that question because we usually give people a chance to answer that themselves. Oh, there we go. Jordy says I would eat Reaper bean. Oh, so Carolina Reaper, the spicy bean. Oh man, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great question. Efat says, what is truly the worst flavor? For me, it might be barf, but I don't think I've tried stink bug. Oh man, I've always said spoiled milk has been my worst. It's the worst. I can't even tolerate that one. I don't know if you've had.
I don't think I've had stink bug or spoiled milk. Barf comes to mind. I've definitely tried a barf one because I got like the memory of it. But
Oh boy,
I don't know that I've gotten all the nasty flavors.
yeah,
I've been so lucky.
You are lucky. I've had all of them. It's not fun. It's not fun. Oh man, yeah. Barrett says Dani hates the liver one. So Dani's one of our friends, Human Juke 81, who's a multi-instrumentalist, just an incredibly insane like musician. And Alistair says Dead Fish is the worst one I've ever tried. Oh, that's a toughie. Oh, Dead Fish is terrible. Oh, I feel that. I do. Smarticus, welcome in, by the way. It's good to see you, Smarticus77. I've missed a lot of people in chat. I'm really sorry, but I thank you so much for all hanging out here. But yeah, so let's wrap it up with a couple of things. So you've mentioned all the fun we've had. I mean, this has been really great. What do you but we've covered pretty much. Oh my gosh, we got another redeem. Oh my goodness.
Redeem.
So many Danis. I know there's like a Dani fest has broken out on this channel. So let's do it. So this is another redeem I do here on the program. It's called Velveeta, and you're like, what is Velveeta? Well, Velveeta is pretty basic. Like you basically take Velveeta shells and cheese, and then you kind of hold it up and they go Velveeta. Oh, Velveeta. That was it.
I love it. That's been my favorite redeem so far. I love
Really?
That.
Glad you enjoyed.
Come up with one. I want to do one. Can I do one?
Absolutely.
You get your
Okay,
ready.
Ready? I'm ready.
Glue gun. Oh, that was good. I should have said glue stick. It's technically glue stick, but I was so into that. I like that. I gotta get me one of them buttons. I would be devastatingly annoying with a soundboard of effects. Oof.
Smarticus is nice rebuttal. It really is. Let's see. Rohamo says, I love that the redeem always ends with, that's it. That's the redeem. It does. Danielle eats glue. No. I mean, not to my knowledge anyway, but
I might for a Klondike bar.
Oh, I might too. Especially if it's paste. It seems like it would.
Oh, is there a glue flavored jelly bean? Glue?
I don't know. That's a good question. I've never explored that. There could be. It's what's for dinner tonight? Oh, no. Well, I wouldn't say tonight. But anyway, the last thing I wanted to make sure that, and now I remembered what it was. All right, so this is our traditional question we love to ask anybody who's on this program. So here it is. You get a choice if you're at breakfast. So the question is, this is called the question. So at breakfast time, there are a lot of different things you can have at breakfast. So let me pick one of these: pancakes, waffles, French toast, or crepes.
I would pick waffles.
Ooh.
All great choices. Sometimes I like pancakes better than waffles. Waffles look like they're gonna be so good, but I do love a soft, moist pancake. But I think in my limited awakeness, in my morning naivete, I'd go waffle.
I love it. And you said it to the joy of some and to the dismay of others, but we love your answer. Team waffles. Yeah, I mean, we have big battles about this. I'm team pancakes.
What is your choice?
Pancakes. Big pancake pan.
Yeah.
Big pancake fan, yeah.
I think pancakes are better. I think I'm coming around. Me and my family had family dinner, and we burned the pancakes, and it was just like a bad night all around. We started a grease fire from the bacon in the oven. It just every food thing we cooked was sort of disgusting in its own way, and we were put in danger by it in some way. And I think I'm off of waffles from it. But I love how waffles look, and then I really love how pancakes kind of taste like you're eating a blanket. Who wouldn't want to eat a blanket?
Oh, that sounds great. It does. That's why they call it pigs in a blanket. It does feel good. It really, yeah.
That is why they call it pigs in a blanket. Wouldn't that be funny if I turned it on you and I was like, now we're going to play pigs in a blanket trivia. Oh, point to the chat. Sorry, Dani.
I hope that happens someday. Like, I would just love someone else.
Somebody just OBS's onto your program.
OBS hijack the stream, and then like, and if you lose, you will die. Okay.
It's the purge for Twitch.
I did love E Flat's comment, who says that is a great wrong answer. E Flat's a big fan of pancakes, so
pancakes. I would say it's easy for me not to choose French toast. I think it's like delicious, but 2 bites is enough, and then I'm just sitting there with all of it thinking, crepes is also kind of fun because I don't see crepes a lot. Like it would be sort of like, wow, these only come by every 60 years. I gotta take advantage of this. But breakfast food is fun.
Oh yeah.
All the breakfast food is good. Good job, whoever invented breakfast.
I concur. It's great, and I've never had a problem eating it like any different times of the day. Like, are you good with breakfast at any time of the day?
Totally.
Nice.
Absolutely. Breakfast for dinner was like something we ate growing up, and it felt so special. It's like, our mom's a maniac. She's feeding us breakfast for dinner. And it was always like a very special day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought she was a genius, and she was in many ways. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Sally.
Aww.
But really, she was just taking something great and doing it in the evening instead of the morning. So, yeah, breakfast anytime is fine by me. You heard it here first.
Oh, I dig it a lot. Yeah. Now, let me just follow up that question. Bacon, sausage, or ham?
Bacon, extra crispy.
Ooh, extra
or
crispy.
Sausage.
Nice.
If I saw some bacon come out and it was kind of like, it was kind of slimy or kind of pink, I'd say sausage.
Beautiful.
Never ham. I'm not a hammer. I'm not a ham person.
Well, for breakfast, I don't really. I'm kind of with you on that though, because like I feel like you get more out of sausage or crispy bacon. Like those are really great choices too. And I don't mean you're wrong. See, this time when I say great choices, it means it's literally just a great choice. With no.
I can never tell with you if you're just patronizing me or if you really agree.
No, I do this time. Bacon's awesome. Like it goes with everything.
Bacon's awesome.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Again, bacon started a grease fire in my home. Like the pan was on fire and we just like opened the door.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend Michael like threw it out the window into our driveway, so we have like a grease splatter stain. We tried like covering the oven, and my mom got me a fire blanket. Again, Happy Mother's Day, Sally. She was like, "Here, you're gonna need this." She knew you're gonna need this someday.
Wow.
She's prophetic. And then so we put the fire blanket on the grease, and we did our best, but it wasn't a good meal. We haven't had family dinner since. It ruined bacon, waffles, and family dinner for all of us. No, I'm sure we'll get one on the calendar soon.
Alistair says that's a waste of bacon. Sheesh. That's fair. That's fair.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah. JD, you have redeemed a really wild redeem I haven't done in a while, and so I'd be thrilled to, if you have a minute for me to. We have a redeem called Perform the Twitch National Anthem, so I invented a Twitch National Anthem.
Love it. Can't wait to hear it.
So please cheer and emote for the Twitch National Anthem, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries in our chat, and our friend Danielle Ate the Sandwich. Let's do. By the way, did I enable the starting lineup redeem tonight? I don't even know. I think I may have turned it off. Ooh, we'll worry about that later. But because I thought we only had an hour. So let me go over here and let this happen. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's do it. Here we go. Whew. All right. Please hype for the singing and playing of the Twitch National Anthem. Can you see the dawn is rising? Cheer the host with bets. There's a show for you to follow. Bless almighty Twitch. Bless the host and may we see them hit their goals. And bless the fans, this is their home. May the mods protect the chat room, they're friends. Twitch, you are the land we love until the end. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for the claps and the emotes in the chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Smarticus. I appreciate play ball. I love it.
Play ball for sure. What was that line? Like, all hail Twitch.
Bless Almighty Twitch. Yeah, that's right.
Bless Almighty Twitch.
It's over the
I
top.
love that line.
It's ridiculous.
It's perfect. It is such a great national anthem.
Thanks. Yeah, that's what we're going for. We're going for just ultimate silliness. And yeah, have you ever done sporting events like to sing the anthem or do other like kind of musical performances like halftime?
I sang the national anthem at a roller derby.
Really?
Once in Boulder, Colorado. That was fun. But other than that, I actually haven't. That would be really exciting and scary, but I haven't done that.
Davey,
they don't like me in sports. They're like, you look like that. You stay at the library, lady.
Oh gosh, another pickle bean. Let me go throw this out there. Okay, Daniel. Let's go. Okay, well, let's do one more thing in Twitch We Trust. In Twitch We Trust, all others pay in credit. I love that, King. I love that. Although YouTube will get an exception. I do want to be diplomatic about that tonight. If I'm nothing else, I'm a great ambassador to the world of different communication platforms. And here's a pickle bean. And we have one more redeem tonight, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up tonight. This is called Starting Lineup, and what I do with it, I announce people's names in chat as if they're going to start in a basketball game. I'll include your name in this part in this lineup as well. So, let's get your seats together. Bring yourself in, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do some starting lineup and just pretend you're at the most exciting basketball game you can imagine. And let's make it happen tonight, everybody. Let's do this. Great to see you. If you want to be in the lineup, everybody in the chat, use ! lineup. And we'll read your... This could be a very, very exciting lineup tonight. I will make sure to announce Danielle's name first so I don't forget anything else. I appreciate you pushing the button. I appreciate it. That E-flat guy. Here we go. And now, the starting lineup for your Danielle Ate the Sandwich. And Davey is eating a sandwich. Sandwich shoot! Get those emotes in the chat as we announce this awesome lineup tonight. Leading off tonight, our collab guest of the evening. She's a ukulele player and she'll be doing workshops and doing concerts at the Las Cruces UkeFest coming up this weekend. Let's give it up for Danielle Ate the Sandwich! And next in our lineup, we say hello to our friend representing the great college town of Madison, Wisconsin. He streams guitar vibes and marbles gold. Our good friend and sports lover, C-Dub Guitar! And next in our lineup, joining us, a great friend to all of our communities here on Twitch. Let's hear it for not Spartacus, but Smarticus 77. And joining us next in our lineup, crawling up to a hole near you, crawling up and being a great friend to all of our communities. I can't come up with a pun. Let's give it up for Ferret Monster. And next in our lineup, joining us from the awesome state of North Carolina, the master of perfect pitch and the leader of Brian's Lions, our good friend, awesome, amazing music theorist and piano player, Brian That Yee! Black God. And joining us next in our lineup, tucked away in grilled cheese corner deep in the heart of Texas, it's good to be King. King Breaker. And joining us next in our lineup, been with us since the very beginning of the Sandwich Show, a great supporter of this community, and also a variety streamer on Twitch, and also an internet radio DJ. Joining us from across the pond, Alistair UK. And next in our lineup, joining us from Dani's Dinos community, thank you for raiding in with the Dinos, our good friend J.D. Riceland. And joining us next, from also across the pond, she just didn't even start her round yet, but she's already 245 strokes under par. The master and the master of golf with your friends, variety streamer Penguin Superhero. And next, joining us, see, that's just we're a big team, we really are. From the sunny shores of San Diego, the troller-in-chief, our beloved friend and mod, Homo. And next, joining us also in our chat, big fan of the record button. Let's give it up for our friend Recording Goblin. And lastly but not leastly in our lineup, we say hello to our great regular in our chat, also a great player on Golf with Your Friends, and happens to be named after one of the famous characters on Star Trek The Next Generation. Kind of. It's our good friend Jordy 12. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries, your enormous starting lineup, starting line for your Danielle Ate the Sandwich and Davey's Eating a Sandwich. Sandwich Show! Woo! Thank you so much, everybody. Holy cow, what a huge lineup that was.
Wow.
Great
job.
Thank you.
That was a big responsibility for you to say all of our names, and you did an awesome job.
Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. The Stream Scribe has joined us, an awesome word artist. Welcome in, Carlo, exclamation point. Carlo, if you want to learn more about our good friend. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is a meeting of sandwiches. Davy's Eating a Sandwich, getting to hang out with Danielle Ate the Sandwich, who is an awesome musician that you can see on many different platforms. And we've covered a lot of them during this program. So, I think we'll close with this. Danielle, like, what are some of the exciting things you're looking forward to in the near future? I can see there's a lot on your plate. There's a lot of exciting events and much more in the summer. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to.
Yes, I am looking forward to this weekend, May 17th through 19th, traveling to Las Cruces, New Mexico for the Las Cruces UkeFest. You can come to that if you're interested in learning how to play or if you just want to hear some live music. I also have the Fringe one-woman show, The Greatest Garage Sale Ever is the name of the show, featuring my original music comedy characters, premiered in July here in Kansas City. And I'm also currently in the studio working on a new folk record. So like Davey said, I've released 7 albums of original music so far, and this will be my 8th and upcoming. I don't have a release date on that, but I am really excited about it and excited about the process of recording with a couple of really talented local musicians here in KC named Fritz Hutchison and Allison Hawkins. And so that's something that my mind and my heart is really invested in addition to some of these cool public performances and other creative projects that I'm doing. As always, I'm on the internet all over the place. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter, or X, if you're nasty. And so I'm constantly putting out new content, new videos, new songs, new comedy bits. and always looking forward to just sharing my art with people who are into it and get it and want to share theirs with the world too, as we try our best to get through the craziness that is being a human being on the planet right now.
Yeah, I hear that. Danielle, this has been an absolute delight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. It has been a joy. I'm wishing you the best. Have a great time this weekend at Las Cruces UkeFest. It should be really fun.
Thank you so much for having me, Davey. You and your community are really fun to hang out with.
You.
I'd do it anytime, and so much good discussion on what I'm doing and what I'm interested in, but also just sandwiches and delicious food. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And sharing me with your community. And I look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. You know, it's an awesome time. Take care, my friend. Always a good time. Danielle Ate the Sandwich, everybody. What an amazing
All right,
time.
I'm going to leave. All right.
Yeah.
Right? I should leave now, right? This is you saying goodbye to me. Okay, here I go. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye,
See you on the internet.
Yeah, see you around. Oh, I love it. Danielle Ate the Sandwich, everybody. That was amazing stuff. If you missed any part of this conversation, we'll have the replay on our Twitch VOD, and it'll also be on our YouTube page, which you can find at Davey's Eating a Sandwich on YouTube. So we'll put that up tomorrow, and it is so cool to see Danielle. It was an awesome time. So please follow our friend. Like, there are the links. There's a lot of different links. The website's an awesome spot to start. You have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have all the things. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit to chat with you all. I was thinking of playing golf, but with a crowd this huge, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the. but please, if you have any comments about the spot, please, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear anything that you wanted to know about. Anything you wanted to comment on as far as our conversation with Danielle Ate the Sandwich. Just really, really cool, really, really fun to hang out with, and I'm actually looking forward to meeting her in person someday. And I think it can happen because she's touring quite a bit. So it's really great to see it. Thank you everybody for your support. Yeah, and vacuums too. Rahom was right, and vacuums as well. Just an incredible spot. Spartacus says, sorry I came in late. What sandwiches did y'all have? It was just me tonight. Danielle ate the sandwich, as you can imagine, as one might suspect. But I had mine, and this was a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich with grape jelly. This is what's left over from that sandwich. It was great. Goblin says, I hope she comes to Twitch soon. I do too. And it sounds like Danielle's really excited about doing that. I forgot to mention that at the end. I would have said also, like, Danielle, if you ever want to take the plunge and join us on Twitch, like, we would all be so glad to help you out. And, you know, if one day we see Danielle Ate the Sandwich on Twitch, I'll be one of the very first people there. It's going to be a really, really fun time. And nobody could be more thrilled about it than the rest of us here, right? Like, the support we got tonight has been absolutely spectacular. So thank you so much for being part of this. Yeah. So Smartcus is all about it. Davey ate my sandwich. Yeah. And it was so much fun. Like, it was everything I could have hoped for in that spot and more. And it's really cool to just, like, get to know people. And this is a really fun idea because, like, what is the perspective of someone who hasn't been live streaming but has had success on other platforms? Danielle very much is one of those. Like, Danielle was on the big YouTube boom of the mid 2010s, and it's pretty cool to see, like, the growth that Danielle had on YouTube and all the really cool music that's come out of that. There are also really good covers of Danielle's songs on there. It is such a cool spot. And then if you want to see what she's up to in the present, like, stage shows, IRL performances, concerts, things like that, follow her Instagram. It's a really, really good resource to find out where you can find Danielle in person. Goblin says we didn't hear enough of her music. Yeah, that is correct. But the good thing about it is we can show you more of her music by going to her other resources, and she is on Bandcamp too, which is really, really cool. Like, it's a really good time. Streamscribe says sticky burger for the win. Double-decker club sandwich with 2 pounded flat smash burgers, peanut butter and habanero preserves, and smoked pork belly gouda. Let's go, Carlo. My goodness, what an incredible burger that is. That is top tier, my friend. Top tier. Holy shiesties. That is amazing stuff. My work is done here. It is indeed. So Goblin, I think what I'll do, to mention just in case you missed it, I don't know if Goblin was around to see Danielle Ate the Sandwich's song, but if you have not, I will play it for you. This is the song she did earlier tonight live. This is called The Terrible Dinner Guest. The music video is really, really good. It's really good. So I'm going to play it for you. Let's go. Now, I don't know what this is going to impact as far as like DMCA, right? It would be hilarious if I got muted because it's her song, but I think this would be really cool to play the music video. It is really good. It is really, really good. And we'll do one more after that too. Well, we'll play her latest song, which is called It's Not Jupiter. So we'll give you first The Terrible Dinner Guest. It's just such a good music video. So give me a second here. I'll cue it up and we'll play this and we'll enjoy this one together, everybody. Here we go. Please enjoy The Terrible Dinner Guest by Danielle Ate the Sandwich. Great song, great video. Here we go. Thanks for playing something. Absolutely. I mean, it's my pleasure. I hope she sees this on the replay. Like this is a very good music video for sure. So let's do it. Here we go. Just because we rewind it all the way to the beginning. There we go.
The closet coats hung safe in quieter places. The chicken was silent in its cooking glazes. My tongue was heavy and hiding in the back of its cage. I'm scavenging cabinets to make conversation, looking under couch cushions for sophistication. I thought I had taste, but I don't even know what time it is. Ooh, I got soul, but you'd never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. Well, I am a middle school boy at the sock hop. I'm clinging to walls to avoid any small talk. I'm only here with my hair combed because my mother made me. The words crossing tables were soft and engaging, but I couldn't quite rouse myself to the occasion. Put a note on my list to learn more talking points about organic gardening. But you'd never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. Oh, if I could only understand all your literary references, I'd be spinning tables round the room. If only I could think one thing to prove. Ooh, I got soul, After making a vow for a life's worth of silence, I'm trading my voice in for land legs, just like the mermaid. Ooh, I got soul, but you'd never know if you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest.
Wasn't that amazing? I mean, really good stuff. And yes, you can download this everywhere. Like, go on all the things and get it. It's a great song. It's really great. Oh, so good. King says I was preparing for another Dino raid. Oh my goodness, what an awesome tune. So let's go give you another one from Danielle Ate the Sandwich. I'm gonna give you a program note, a few program notes. One, we're gonna just raid out after this. I think I would love to dazzle somebody else's world and rock their community too with a massive raid. So I think this would be the best call tonight. So we will call off the golf with your friends tonight. Respectfully, if you do want to play, we'll try to make it up on a different day. Just let me know what days are good for you. Maybe we can do it on Thursday. But we've had so much great momentum tonight. Thank you again, Danielle. Let's now play Danielle's newest tune. I can actually do a cover as well, but let's do the new tune first and see what we've got. This is her newest song, which is called It's Not Jupiter. This was just released just a month ago. And here it is for those of you who want to take a look. We raid, we attack. I love it, JD. I love the sentiment. Yes. So we'll go ahead and Carlo Trank I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is her latest tune. It's Not Jupiter, which it's also really good. Let's go give it a listen.
It's not Jupiter that we watched from your couch, from the window while the winter whipped itself around. It's not simple, this thing in front of us, but we do our best to make a name for it. And the Milky Way dropped its stars above the night, chasing blindly after Orion as he hunted through the sky. And the sands inside the hourglass give us unknowing sigh. But in the living room with this clear view, it's only you and I. Nothing is quite as it seems. What a lovely thing. And it's laughable to think back how long it took for the mercy of the atoms to make existence up. And the nights I spent with arms outstretched, just hoping you would come. Now here you are under the stars, and I am drinking up. 'Cause nothing is quite as it seems. What a lovely thing. 7 sisters, grant my wishes, and won't you keep your whispers in the wilds of the moonlight while I'm falling asleep by your side. Though I've been torn and turning, bound to fates I didn't bargain, let me linger in this moment for a little longer. And the greater dog tricked us all along. That night we watched the southern sky above the tennis courts, and I realized I don't need a name to call. earth shattering, being wrapped up in your arms. And nothing is quite as it seems. Nothing is quite as it seems. Nothing is quite as it seems. What a lovely thing.
Yeah, that's great. DanielleAteTheSandwich.com, by the way, if you're looking for Danielle online. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let me just wrap this. Let me just catch up on chat a little bit. First of all, Uncle Jimbo, 1964. So good to see you, Uncle Jimbo. Late raid fees. No worries, no worries. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Like, that's really kind of you. Goblin says, Daniel, if you're still watching, we need you to be on Twitch. I've seen the sentiment during the songs that we've been playing. I love it. I love it. I think it'd be great to have Daniel would be such a great part of our Twitch music community, or just Twitch in general. Like, it's what a really great presence. And Smarticus says it's so hard to find songs that are uke-centric. And Streamscribe says, okay, so why is she not on Twitch? Well, I think it's an interesting story because a lot of people are on Twitch and they try to make it big on YouTube. Danielle made it big on YouTube, like, from the jump. And so now it's kind of an interesting spot because Danielle is in a very good place. And I think she said at the beginning of our spot that she really loves the interactivity of Twitch. And she experiences a little bit of that during her 24-hour project on Patreon, where they're interacting with people on stream and there's chat and everything. I think we've done a really good job of offering her a great endorsement of the platform, haven't we? Like, the endorsement of live streaming. And it's thrilling to know that we can show people what's awesome about it. And live streaming is a really cool place, and I do hope we can inspire her at least on some level to join us and be a streamer too. You know, even if it's like once a week, it would still be cool. I don't mean, first of all, I already mentioned how huge her following is on YouTube. Like, she would get partner in like a week. I mean, it would be so fast. You wouldn't even believe it. And yeah. So, and just to clarify one other thing, she's not a streamer on YouTube. She's only doing videos on there. But I do think that being a Twitch streamer would definitely be another, like, feather in the cap that could further help promote other events, you know? Yeah. JD says she is really talented. She should definitely start a cult. I mean, Twitch stream. Ramos says, oh shoot, were we supposed to behave? It's not a cult. All hail Craig first of his name. I dig it a lot. Yeah. I love it a lot. It's great to see you all here tonight. Like, it means a lot that you'd all be here. So so we're gonna call off golf. We're gonna go do the raid. Let's go figure out who though. Got some choices. And my goal was like just to really blow up a channel. So let me just see what's on the board. But blow up the channel, but also like kind of the same groove. So let's see what we got. We have some choices. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. No, just a second here. I just noticed something. You know what? We're gonna just give this a shot. Let's just do it. Rothgar, have a great day as well. It's good to see you. Thank you so much. Big thanks. Look, big thanks to all of you. First of all, big thanks to Danielle Ate the Sandwich. Just an amazing guest. I hope you get to catch the rest of the interview if you missed it. It will be on our YouTube page tomorrow. It'll be here as soon as we raid out. Alistair says, sounds perfect. 4 a.m. my time, so I'll stick around for raid, then toast brain is fried. I just noticed a little tag at the top of the screen, though, Ryan, that says Acoustic Tuesday. So it seems like, actually, I think we can organize this and make it happen. So why don't we do this? Ryan, if you're still in the chat with us, we're going to go say hello to a friend with a new name. Well, actually, there's another choice, which is pretty good. But we've been there. We have been there before. I don't think we've ever raided to this other place before, so let's do it. Let's just see how everybody's doing. I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so folks, we're gonna say hi to Scott Sue Music, who used to be known as Delta Crab, and we're gonna go for the just to say, we're gonna go to say hello. We're gonna go so that you can give our friend a follow. And because he's doing an acoustic set, like, I'm very curious. I'm actually really, I wonder how this is going to sound. It should be quite a fun time. We'll let our friend Scott know what we've been up to. I met him before in person too. Like, Scott seems like good people. So y'all, thank you again. We're gonna raid out to Scott Sue Music. Follow when you get there if you're not following already. You might already have been when he was Delta Crab, but this is like a totally different reborn like musician. So let's do it. Start the raid, copy the raid calls. Let's go say hi, and we'll let him know what we were up to too. I will be back on YouTube tomorrow with the Sports Talk. That's the Sandwich Corner. Find it on the Davey's Eating a Sandwich YouTube page. Use !podcast to learn more about that show. Back on Twitch on Friday when we have our It's Gonna Be May karaoke. Don't miss that. We'll see you there on Friday night, 9 o'clock till midnight Eastern. Y'all, have a good rest of your night. We'll see you at Scott Zoo. Take care. Y'all have been great. Thank you so much again, Danielle. Thank you to Danielle Lard for the amazing raid. I still can't believe it. And thank you to all of you for hanging out, everybody. Smartacus, Aster UK. Follow Aster as well. E-flat, go follow that. E-flat guy, ! E-flat. King, thank you again for your mod love. Big time mod love in chat to Rahomo and King. Backing up of the program and all the proceedings. We'll see you at Scott Zoo. Thank you again. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. Y'all are the champs. I appreciate you. Start the raid. Make it happen. Thank you, everybody. Y'all, I appreciate you. What an awesome night this was, everybody. And yeah, let's do it.